Isn't this a beautiful arrangement? I think when I see an arrangement like this, I look and see all the handiwork. Look at all that, all those sticks all lined up to start, and then the design on top, and what a lot of work that appears to look like. And what I wanted to show you is how easy this really is, because with Accent Decor's the Twiggy, which is actually a pot, a basket, that's being created with these twigs that's all attached already in the container. So with foam in that and slipped over Thomas vase, you actually have that start already without having to do all that handiwork yourself. So basically what I do now is to design on top of it to give it that sort of a look. And naturally the whole look is sort of the rounded, clustered, grouped material, and we're working, well, here in the sample that was done ahead of time, it really is about contrast, using black and white, the opposites. And I think that is something, a look that's becoming very, very big, dealing with colors that are all about opposites and contrast. In decor, home decor, and so on and so forth, you're looking at a lot of things done in blacks and whites, white with red, white with hot pink, white with or black with purples, a lot of contrast, and it's something that is, you were seeing it in fashion and interior decor quite a bit. So with this one, we're working with a little bit more monochromatic, white on white, but it's very, very clean. And I think the whole purpose of a lot of the designs that we're showing in all these different issues, that different episodes, is that a lot of things, it doesn't have to be too complex, it needs to be clean and just really smart looking. So I've grouped the roses, and I'm going to now group the carnations. Now carnation is something that it's so sad to see that it's been discriminated on by a lot of florists. You know, there's a lot of florists say no carnations, no glads, no mums, as their sort of motto of what they do in their shops. And it's such a shame, because carnations are certainly some of the most long-lasting and texturally most beautiful. And as you will see, the contrast of that grouping of carnations and grouping of roses, how distinct they look side by side. Now I finished designing all the way around so that it's a nice tight round mound that's really quite beautiful, with all the textures showing up beautifully between the flowers. And to make it just a little bit more interesting, and to go with the height of this container as well as the linearity of all these twigs that's of the Twiggy pot, I'm going to add in the middle lino just in little segments, and we're just going to fit it in between some of these flowers. And we're going to take the U-glue and actually attach these little bits to the pot so that it stays in very nicely. So that way it really continues that the use of this container, it makes more sense of the use of this container. So that it's in a tall container because we want to show how the lines work together. So again, this makes it so much more simpler that we have this new little gluing units here. And this one here, we'll also swing it over to the side like that. So maybe something like this. And you can see that there's a little bit of glue showing. This is where I'm gonna go and put another U-glue over this, a little bit bigger, and finish it off. Now this one here would be more for party treatment. The upper part could be for any use, but the lower part, if you're going to incorporate this idea, you're going to do it only for party work, because this is just simple gluing of flour out of water. So it's just accentuating for an event for one evening. So it holds up for that evening, and that would be all. But I'm going to add one more so that we can have another little orchid blossom to end off on that side, perhaps. So I'm going to add that, glue it, and another piece, and with that one, I'm going to add in another orchid. Just add it on like that. So that's kind of how it finishes.